Welcome or welcome back to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to dig up the dirt on your person of interest. I've got 3 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the Jade. Group 2 is the Amethyst. And group 3 is the orange Calcite. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice. Otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you're interested in personal readings, the information will be below. And you can also find the details of my PayPal if you're interested in donating to my channel. I'd be super grateful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the Jade. Let's see what cards you have. From the Divine Animals Oracle, you have Sacred Ibis, Learning. From the Urban Tarot, you have the Four of Discs. And the Five of Cups. From the Orient's Animal Tarot, you have the Ten of Wands. And the Five of Swords. I feel like this person's going through something right now where they're feeling a bit down and they're feeling a bit depressed. I want to say it seems like they feel regret and disappointment over some of their actions. Like they don't feel so proud of themselves sometimes, but I do feel like they're learning from their feelings of disappointment and their feelings of unhappiness about where they are in life. It seems like they're working really hard and trying to earn a lot of money. For some of you, they might be doing really well financially, but it just feels like it's quite difficult to do the hard work that they're doing. And I do feel like for some of you, they might be changing career because maybe it's at like a stagnant place where maybe they're earning enough, but maybe it's like too hard work for the amount of money they get. It feels like it's too much work, and they maybe feel like a bit of a sense of loss of like how much time they've put into something, and maybe they haven't managed to get to the level they wanted to get to. But yeah, I do feel like they're building and they are trying to save money. I feel like they've got financial goals, and they might be disappointed that they're not at the level of financial success that they wanted to be at by the age that they are. I feel like they have like a high like goals list for themselves. They have a lot that they want. They seem to be doing quite well in their career, but it just feels like they're not very happy with it. I'm not sure why, but it just feels like they're unhappy with their own progress and their own situation in life. And I feel like they've recently had like a change of thinking about something. It's like they're going through an awakening process. And I feel like the door's open to some kind of new way of life or new possibilities. I feel like they've opened up to something, and it's like there's new information coming to light for this person, which is maybe making it worse. Their situation right now, it's making them feel even worse about what they did in the past, and even worse about maybe what they do for work or how hard their work is. And I feel like they may have conflict with people or stress that they go through on a day-to-day basis that's really getting to them. And it does feel like they're kind of growing up in a way where they kind of know how to avoid that kind of stress in future. But it's like for right now, it seems to be piling up on top of them, and they still have it and they can't rid themselves of it. It feels like things are a bit stagnant and they maybe need a cry. Feels like they need a purge and a cry, and like they've built up a world around themselves that they maybe don't feel so proud of and so happy of anymore. And it's like they've been putting in a lot of effort to make this for themselves as well. Like they've maybe come a high level with their career and made something of themselves, but it's just not bringing them happiness. Like everything they're doing is not bringing them happiness. They may have been chasing like the material high life. I'm finding it didn't bring them happiness. It didn't bring them joy. And it makes them feel stagnant to think about maybe like how much money they've spent on certain things that didn't satisfy them, or how hard they worked for them to just feel so miserable or something like that. It just feels like they're going through quite a personal transformative process right now. I do feel like this person, they seem to have a lot of, I want to say haters or enemies or people who want to see misfortune in their life, or people who dislike them. People they've fallen out with, I want to say, in the past, and it feels like they maybe feel bad about, I want to say 5 specific things that they've done, which are like not very good things, like things they may have said to people or said about people that they don't feel proud of. And it feels like they kind of feel haunted by these things, like they can't really let go of how bad they feel about some of the things they've said or done. Or some of the mistakes they've made. It could be some purchases they've made, like 5 purchases they made or 5 life decisions they made that took them down a path where I feel like they took a lot of L's. It's like they don't really feel proud of their conduct, but they're still trying to defend themselves. They're still trying to defend this position that they're in, even if they themselves don't feel really happy in it. So it's like they feel a bit of shame about who they are and where they are in life, even if publicly they look really proud. And I feel like they are proud, but they do feel like a bit of shame and they feel a bit guilty and wrong, and they feel like they're still doing wrong sometimes. And I feel like they do want to give up on a lot of things, but there's a sense of them still fighting and trying to make it work and trying to keep on as they've been going. And I feel like they're really exhausted. They work really, really, really hard. They might have some people around them who are like backchatting or backstabbing them, or people they can't really trust. I feel like people who are not particularly good for them. And it's like they're so busy with work, they maybe can't see how people can be like really toxic around them, and they may be toxic to themselves in certain ways. I want to say that this person might be a bit of a workaholic. And I do feel like they've stacked a lot of money, but they feel like they don't even know why they're doing it anymore. Like it's not making them happy. And I feel like it is like toxic behaviors and toxic people around them, but there's like a light of knowledge, like a gate of knowledge opening up to them. So I feel like there's a lot of potential for this person, but they do need to like get rid of some unhealthy friendships and relationships and ways of being and feeling about themselves. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading, group 1. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. And you can also find details of my Patreon, where we have more exclusive content, and also my PayPal if you'd like to donate to my channel. I'd be super grateful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Amethyst. Let's see what cards you have. From the Divine Animals Oracle, you have Peacock, Prosperity. From the Urban Tarot, you have the Knight of Wands, the Rockstar, and the Hierophant. From the Orient's Animal Tarot, you have the Sun, and the Five of Wands. It seems like this person is doing really exciting work in their life right now. It feels like they have like passion projects and things that they feel really exhilarated by, things they feel really excited by, and things that are going really well for them. Like I feel they're very successful. They make good money, I want to say, and they're very talented. This person might be a star. They might be someone who has a really, really big talent. Like they could be a musician. They could be maybe even someone who just speaks to people on a large scale, like a pastor or something like that. I feel like they have a job that's like a big job. And they feel really happy to do this job, and they feel like it's the right job for them. And I do feel like they feel inspired by their craft and what they do. This person's excited by life right now. They're having fun. They're having a great time. They feel passionate and inspired. And I see that they're really devoted to their higher power. They pray a lot, and I feel like they ask and then they receive what they want. They seem to be manifestors, and the kind of person who they seem to be a manifestor, and the kind of person who knows how to make a good impression on people. I do feel like they're maybe having some kind of impulse to do something right now. It feels like something they're praying on. It's like they really want to do something, but they're not sure if it's right for them. And I feel like they're kind of hoping for the best and keeping their vibration high. But it seems like there are a lot of stresses in this person's life, despite all that positive stuff. I feel like they do have a lot of stuff that's like headache things for them right now. It feels like material problems, and it seems like they're doing well financially, but they have like a lot of expenses and like outgoings and things. And I just feel like it's like a monthly routine of them maybe having to kind of save things and budget and be a bit careful here and there. And I feel like they are kind of confined a little bit to their routine and their responsibilities, like their job. And the things that they have to do and the things that they have to pay, they might have like elderly relatives who they support, or I'm not sure, like people they take care of. It feels like there's things that they have to do that are kind of stressful and difficult, and they do try to keep up with all their responsibilities no matter how busy they are. And I want to say no matter how rich and famous they are. For somebody, it's like they're rich and famous, but they try and still check in with their elders and their ancestors and with like God. I want to say church. It seems like this person might be Christian, or their temple or their mosque. It's like they try to stay grounded and stay down to earth. This person has a lot of happiness. They try to stay on the bright side of life. They're very optimistic and cheerful, and they're pleased with themselves right now. I feel like they're happy with how their life's going, especially if they are like a musician or a rock star or famous or a pastor or a priest or something. It feels like they are really proud of their career and the stuff that they do, and the moments when they're kind of on. I want to say like the moments when they are working. It's kind of like their happiest time. It feels like they have a lot of stress when they're not working. It's like life gets on top of them and things still get to them, and they have a lot to think about, and it feels like there's a lot growing, but there's also a lot for them to maybe weed out and stuff for them to focus on which they don't really want to focus on. But at the same time, it's like things are going so well for them that it feels like minor stresses. It's like nothing too major to tell you about. And I don't really see too much dirt on this person. They seem like quite a great person, really. I feel like they're very busy with their work. And they are quite a charmer. Like this person is making a really good impression on a lot of people. But I feel like they're kind of trying to focus on their duties and their responsibilities and their work right now. And it feels like their main priority is money in their mind and their higher power as well. So it feels like they don't really have as much time as they would like for people. I feel like they kind of have too many people in their, I want to say like their phone book and in their messages and in their DMs and approaching them for them to really feel like excited about it anymore, or for them to really want it. It's like they maybe have too many friends and like too many frenemies and too many people who admire their work even. It just feels like there's like a lot of maybe people who chat with them and they have like a lot of back and forth conversations with a lot of different people. It feels like they're kind of open and available and free, and it feels like this person's quite honest, so I do feel like they would be quite honest with you about anything that you needed to know. So if you have any questions about this person, like if they're seeing other people or something, because it's like they might be, but I feel like they're not like exclusive with you and not exclusive with them, so it's kind of like they maybe just be chatting to some other people or something. And I feel like they'd be very honest if you did ask them about what's going on in their life and who they are and their friendships and the people they talk to and the people they've dated and all of that. So yeah, definitely I feel like this person's quite a good person and they're quite honest. They seem to have a very exciting life, and I feel like they are quite genuine in a lot of ways, even if they do have like a great, I want to say they have like a larger than life personality, and the image that they portray is very nice, but I want to say it's like actually real. Like they do portray an image which is big and maybe like peacocky a bit, like they look really shiny and glamorous, but I feel like it is real, but they're just like humble and down to earth, and they stay prayed up and they kind of deserve the success that they're getting. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that group too. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and if you'd like a personal reading, check out the information below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the orange calcite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Divine Animals Oracle, you have Elephant, Leadership. From the Urban Tarot, you have Death and Strength. And then from the Orient's Animal Tarot, you have Temperance and the Lovers. I think this person's very chill. They're very calm. They don't like to rush things, and they don't like to stress themselves out too much. It feels like they might have some, or honestly maybe have had some health problems. I feel like they don't always feel 100% well. And sometimes they might need to like take extra care of themselves. They might need to slow down. they might need to do some like deep breathing exercises and try to avoid, I want to say, like heart pressure and like high blood pressure and just feeling too stressed or feeling too emotionally overwhelmed. This person needs to take a lot of time out for themselves. I feel like they have a good way of like keeping themselves safe. I feel like they kind of keep most people at bay from themselves because they kind of need that time alone. This person, I want to say they seem like relationship people, like they don't really seem to be wanting to do like hookups or the single life. So if you're like asking about this person in sense of like a hookup, I would say they're probably a no, like they would probably say no to you and shoot you down. But if you're more like a interested in like whether this person has like long-term relationship potential or something like that, I don't know why this is coming through. It just feels like this person's like a really loyal partner, like the kind of person where they don't like to leave relationships. I'm not sure if they've been through a breakup that's really affected them, but it feels like there may have been something and it's taken so long to heal that they feel really protective over their heart now and they don't really want people to get to know them even too well if they don't trust them. They're very cautious and I feel like they show mostly their real face, like they don't have like I want to say they don't have a mask that they wear to hide, but they do have like a protective shell and it's hard to get inside. Like they'll show you certain parts of themselves, but they'll keep certain parts under wraps until they feel really safe with you, until they trust you. Because they've been really hurt before by love and relationships and people, and I feel like you'll see it in their eyes. Like their eyes will show the pain that they've been through and the wisdom that they have and the emotions that they have for you and other people. Like if this person's angry, their eyes will tell you, but they might not tell you with their words. They might say, I'm okay, but their eyes will be telling you, I'm pissed off. Like this person, they don't lie, but they just like protect themselves a little bit from prying eyes, I want to say. They're very precious, this person. It feels like they're kind of spiritually, I want to say like spiritually important in some way, maybe for you personally. Like for some of you, this could be like your twin flame or something. I'm not sure. It feels like they have some personal significance to you, like they're a friend for you or they're like an important person for you. But yeah, I do feel like this person may have some lifetimes past where they were like a very important person, almost like a spiritual deity. I'm not sure who this person was, but it feels like they were someone kind of big, and especially for you personally, it might have been like I don't know why this is coming through, but they might have like saved your life in a previous lifetime or something. I know this is really random and some of you might not believe in reincarnation and karma and things like that. But I do feel like this person has very good karma because they might have been like a doctor or a healer. Some of you, they're a doctor and a healer in this life and they heal people and they do very good deeds, and I feel like their energy gets very drained very quickly. They find it exhausting sometimes to like be around too many people because they're always like helping everyone. They can't see someone in need and not help them, and I feel like sometimes it's easier for them to not see people. Like it's easier for them to just not know what's going on in the world outside of themselves because they get really drained, like emotionally investing in other people and other people's lives and other people's situations in a way where it's like they'll bleed for other people, they'll cry for other people, like they love very strongly, very passionately, and they feel like they need to take care of themselves and they need to do right by themselves. And I also feel like they've had to like cut off a lot of people because a lot of people weren't good to them, and it's like they know that some people don't really deserve the kindness that they have, that they want to give to people in the world, and it's like they've been very special in this lifetime and the last and everyone, and I'm sorry if you don't believe in that. It's okay, you don't have to, but I'm just seeing that there is like some importance to this person and they do know that like not everyone is for them. And they're really fine with that. Like this person's fine with like just seeing their partner and not really having other friends. They're fine with being alone when they need to be alone. Like this person's okay with being celibate. They're okay with like kind of like spending months by themselves or just doing like a work and nothing else. Because they feel really connected to their work. I feel like they feel like a passionate meaning for it. Like it's needed by people. They feel like an inner calling to do it. And I do feel like some of you, they save lives regularly on a day-to-day basis or something like that. And it is like it's taking a lot out of them. And I feel like they don't necessarily always have someone to be there for them. Like I feel like they've gone through times where there was like no one there for them. So yeah, when they have a partner, they'll probably hold on dearly to their partner. I'm not sure if this person is your partner currently. If they are, they really adore you. They really love you and you're like the most special person to them, and they can't get enough of you, and they feel safe with you and they feel at home with you. And I do feel like they would do a lot to make sure this relationship continues and treasure you. So yeah, I don't really feel like there's much dirt on this person, except maybe how delicate they are on the inside, but how strong they are on the outside. It's kind of one of those things. They're one of those people that have been through too much and they're tough on the outside, but they don't really want to get hurt again. So if they keep their distance from you, I feel like it's just because they're like not comfortable around you yet. They don't know you well enough yet. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading, group 3. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. And you can also find details of my Patreon for more exclusive content, and my PayPal if you'd like to donate to my channel. I'd be super grateful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.